Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me again, Gary, for the third week in a row, which is crazy because I don't think I've ever uploaded this consistently. And this is actually probably not going to go up on Tuesday because I was sick and I'm just recording this on Saturday, so we'll see if it gets up on time. Anyways, let's get to what we're talking about today. I am so excited. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about Oxenfree on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm debating, I've tried recording footage. I don't have a capture card, so I've tried recording footage from my phone on the TV, but it's a weird blurry thing. I'll see if I leave it in. But anyways, I'm really excited to talk about Oxenfree today because it is a game that literally blew my mind back when I got it in early January, I think. Like the beginning of last month, I finally bought it. I've seen it on sale plenty of times on the eShop for $5, and it's originally $20. Now, I know Oxenfree is pretty old. The game came out back in January of 2016 on PC, I believe, and then slowly it was ported over different things, and finally it came to the Switch in 2017. So I'm a little late to the game. I've never heard of it. It was just randomly one day, me and my sister were on the eShop, and I seen it for $5 and I was reading it, and it was a choice-based game, and I don't play those too often, at least I didn't at the time. And I said, for $5, yes, I'm getting this. Let's go, let's buy it. And I bought it not knowing that I was going to fall in love with this game. Now, the synopsis on the eShop was very strange to me. It didn't make much sense. I knew that you were playing as a girl named Alex, and you go on this trip with your friends and your new stepbrother. But I had no idea that this game was gonna be spooky, like scary as crap. Okay, not scary as crap, but your boy was spooked. Okay, like that. I was not expecting it. So, the basis of the story, without spoiling too much, you play as a girl named Alex, and you start off on this boat with your friends, and you're talking with your friend Ren and your new step brother Jonas, and y'all are just like randomly going with some friends to hang out at the beach at this abandoned island that y'all always go to every year. And then once you get there, like the choices start right away. You start making choices as soon as like the dialogue starts. You're like picking what to say and what not to say, and everything kind of, it's not so in depth where it shows exactly how it's affecting the characters. The little icons of like their faces will just pop up, but that's about it. So I didn't really understand, just because I'm used to some games showing you like little plus signs or like saying you're having a positive effect. But in this game, it was very just a thought bubble with their face in it. So it was kind of hard to see if I was making the right choices or not. Regardless, you get to the island, you're having a good time, you bring this radio with you, and you go into this cave, and you start using this radio because Ren is like, hey, like, weird stuff happens here when you use the radio, so I've heard, let's try it out. And everything just goes to hell, like, literally. I was not ready for that. I was taken by surprise, and I was spooked. It's actually a pretty creepy game. But anyways, this was like, again, like I said, one of my first choice games. Like, I've seen my brother play like The Walking Dead, and I played it too from Telltale Games and stuff, but I've never really played these choice-based games where you make choices and you can get different endings, and I didn't really understand fully that this is what Oxenfree was. So when I got it, I couldn't stop playing. Like, the story's pretty okay. Like, it's pretty good. Not pretty okay. The story's pretty good. And it captivated me for sure. There's creepy shadows, creepy noises, these like possession scenes. It really took me by surprise, but in a great way. Like, I started playing it, and my sister was like, what did you buy? And I was like, I don't know, it was $5, let's start playing and see what happens. And we were both hooked, and we stayed up for like 4 hours that night playing it till like 2-3 in the morning, and we were like, holy crap, what happens next? The very next day, my little sister also buys it because it was still $5, so she buys it on her version of the Switch too, and we're both playing this side by side and seeing how our different choices, like the different pathways and the different things that happen at the end. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So again, I know this game is old, but I just really wanted to talk about it because it's been a while since the game really like hooked me like that. And it was definitely different from what, I mean, I've been playing a lot of RPGs, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer games like Splatoon and Paladins and Smash Bros. I play a lot of hack and slashers, so I don't play I don't play a lot of story-based choice games, and it was a nice break from what I'm used to playing. And I want to find all the different kinds of choice-based games that there are. So, the gameplay is fine. It's on the Switch, I will admit that it's a little clunky. Not necessarily the controls, but the loading screens take kind of a while to kind of go through and load the next area. That was kind of definitely annoying. There were a few times while playing, I'm like walking and it kind of stutters or, kind of lags a little bit before it kind of catches up. But other than that, I mean, it didn't take too much away from the experience. I do wish the loading screens were a little bit shorter, and I wish that, it's not the prettiest game, so I don't really understand why the Switch can't fully handle it without lagging and stuttering, or I don't know if it's just the game itself and it doesn't on PC or not, but I know on the Switch I noticed it a little bit, and it was a little minor annoyance, but nothing to really like make me not enjoy the game as much as I did. But yeah, so hopefully I'm showing you some gameplay, and hopefully you've all heard about it. I'm talking about it because it was a game that I really, really, really enjoyed, and if you haven't heard about it, go on the Switch. It's definitely worth the $20. But I know that's it can be a little expensive, especially for like me being a college student, but that game goes on sale a lot. So just wait for it to go back on sale for $5 and you need to snatch that because it is such a great deal. It's a good amount of hours of gameplay. I want to say it took me 6-ish hours just to kind of play through the story. I went back and I made sure I found everything, and like, there's like different little notes you can find, different little rocks with like these weird radio stations that you can find. So there's like there's some backtracking that you don't have to do, but you can if you just want to collect everything, which is what I did. It's not that long of a game, to be honest. It's pretty short, but it has the replayability. There's a few different endings actually of how the story can end. It's kind of crazy. And so you can always go back and redo it. I know when I finished it, I got a pretty okay ending. My sister actually got a really bad ending, and she replayed it and got the best ending. We looked it up. And I'm working my way. I'm almost done with it again, but I kind of did stop playing it. I got a little burnt out, but I'm going back again and trying to get the perfect ending as well. All the different choices. And it is this really cool thing where if you pass the game, this might be kind of a spoiler, kind of not, so I don't know if you want to hear it, but once you pass the game, it kind of loops and happens again, and I was shook. Oh my god, I was so shook when this happened. I was like, what is going on? Like, the credits finished, there was this weird like staticky thing, and then I was just like, I'm doing it again. And then the main character, Alex, like remembers that she's done it, and like you go through the game and it's actually a different experience the second time, which is freaking crazy. And I'm assuming it's only different the second time if you don't get the final ending, because there is an ending that kind of ends the loop. But it was wild, and I was really surprised. And I think I need to play games like this more often, where I don't really look them up. Like nowadays trailers reveal so much, and then I'm on YouTube constantly and see countless videos and reviews. I'd never heard of Oxenfree. This was the first time I bought a game and said, you know what, I never heard of this. It's $5. It seems cool. Let me go in there, go blind and play it, and crap, did I really enjoy it. It was so good, so good, so good. Oh my god, it was so good. So that's kind of what this video just is praising that game on the Switch. It's great. Again, totally worth the $20. Wait till it goes on sale for $5. I don't blame you. That's definitely a steal. But if you haven't played Oxenfree yet, I would totally recommend it. And that's really all I have to say about the game. Like, the art style's cute. It's nothing, again, it's not graphically mind-blowing. Like, it's pretty pretty basic, but it's not pixel. I know a lot of people are tired of like pixel and 8-bit and 16-bit. This is like a weird middle 3D kind of modeling thing. But I really enjoyed the art style. I think it fits the game really well. And to the developers of this game, y'all did such a good job of really emitting that spooky feeling of that creepy, you don't know what's going to happen next, and you want to keep playing because you just want to see what happens and what's going to, like, are you going to make it through the island? Are you not going to make it through the island? Are your friends going to still be your friends by the end of this adventure? Like, it's crazy. And it's pretty dark. It goes pretty dark, and it brings in, like, death and stuff, and I'm just like, holy crap. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it for this video. I don't know if you guys find these kind of videos pointless or just not your thing, but this is just what I want to do. I want to talk about games that I've enjoyed so much on the Switch, and Oxenfree is definitely one of them. I got a few more games that I want to talk about, and hopefully I can keep finding games that just captivate me and make me want to talk about them, good or bad. I mean, if there's a game that I really regret my decision on buying, then I talk about it too. And I'm mostly going to be concentrating on Nintendo Switch games. I kind of just want to talk about Nintendo for the most part. I'll be open to talking about other games later on, maybe down the line if I keep this up. But yeah, that's it for this video. This was about Oxenfree. This game was so good, and I just really loved it, and I think so many more people need to play it. I don't know if a lot of people have played it. I don't know if you've played it. If you haven't, go get it. It's $20, $5 when it's on sale. And just, if you enjoy story-driven games, this is a good one. It's a good one for you. You should totally get it. Totally worth the money. Like I said, minus the long loading screens and the little bit of stutters that happen every now and then, I think you can still enjoy the game very much on Switch. If you don't want to get it on the Switch, get it on the PS4, on the PC, whatever, that's your decision. I don't care what you do. I have it on the Switch, and it's so good. Handheld is cool. They have integrated touchscreen, which I don't use the touchscreen too much, but you can do it. It's just such a great game, and I really hope that a lot of you go out there and play it and at least try it, and it's just so much fun. And this was one of the first games I really wanted to talk about, because I knew as soon as I finished playing it, I was like, I need to make a video about this and I need to talk about it. So here we are talking about it at Night School Studio. Great freaking job on this game. I know I'm late to the game, 3 years late, but you guys made something really cool, and I'm very happy that you guys put it out there, and it's such a great game, and I just want to thank you for giving me a good amount of hours of just enjoying this story, and I really hope I need to check out more of y'all's stuff, because that was really good, and I'm excited to see what else you guys have. So thank you so much for making the game, and congrats. I don't know exactly how successful it was. I didn't do too much research on it, but it's just such a good game, and I'm really happy, and I'm so glad it was on Switch, and that I bought it. One of the best purchases I've made in a while when it comes to video games. But anyways, officially this is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, go ahead and click on last week's video if you want. I'll probably start putting my little index stuff up again, where you can like subscribe to my channel with a little bubble, and then I'll have the other 2 recent videos where I talk about Pokemon Let's Go is one of them, and the other one was the Satisfy Gaming Grip video that I made. So I hope you guys check out the other videos. I hope you stay and you watch me and enjoy what I'm doing and talking about, and let's all just kind of talk about video games together. I really would like that. If you guys have any recommendations for games that I should try and talk about on my channel, go ahead and leave them in the comments, or message me on one of my on one of my socials that are going to be down below in the description. And I hope to see you guys again next time, and hopefully I keep this up, because this is a lot of fun for me talking about video games. It's what I want to do, and I love them so much. So bye, and I'll see you guys later.